ever. But I have a free day from work today, and we had such a good time live yesterday, so let's chill. I'm watching an NBA game and doing some drawing. So yeah. I'm making some breakfast. Boiled eggs today.
That's Wesley Ogle on Art PDX from 7 to 9. K2 and KUNP keeping you informed all morning long. Blazers up 9, broadening the lead. Kamara shadowing Smart, couldn't slam on the brakes. Foul hurt some money.
So you've already seen what the Blazers have done here in this first 11 minutes defensively, like how they're just kind of everywhere. What would be going on if Batista
What's up? Hey, thanks for the like. Who's in here? Welcome to the live. Morning live, very early, like 20 to 10. I've never done a morning live, so this is fun, new experience. Watching Lakers, Blazers, NBA games. Marcus Smart.
Catch up. Smart triggers the three. It's way off. And Kamara again will take long strides out of that corner. Sharp looks back at Thiago Splitter, the acting head coach of the Blazers. The second differential on the clock. And 8 to shoot for Shade Sharp off the screen. Drives it inside. Falling with two hands. Donovan clinging while off balance. Lakers are going to get a crack at it. Hashimura the other way. Too strong.
Oi! About to connect buzzer beater. And Lakers lead. No, they do not. They are losing by pretty much. But nobody's playing for them, so it's fine.
Your Blazers are winning, and Damian Lillard, Kev, he might be officials' worst nightmare this season because he's catching everything. He came over to our scores table, and we'll give it a quick freeze. Here's Dame on the bench right there. He came over to our scores table because he said he didn't even take the ball out. Dame is looking at it. Look at Marcus Smart's feet. They did not get behind that line, and we let the play roll, and we know that the Lakers ended up scoring. But Dame was all over it. He couldn't handle it. He was mad about it. But I think he'll be fine. He'll get over it. That's part of his coaching duties right now.
Crisscross.
Grant fires over the Holiday into the lane. Double teamed outside of Sharp. Step back. Arcs a three. Off the mark. Tipped. Controlled by Jackson Hayes. Lakers shot 52% in the first half. Partly Lamar 4 of 12 shooting three-point range, but did turn it over 7 times for 8 Laker points. Yes, sir.
Well, I was going to say, when Jackson Hayes had the ball and Tumani was guarding him, that is an opportunity where all the other Blazers say, Tum, you're by yourself, we're in denial. We're denying everything else. And if Jackson Hayes beats you off the bounce from half court, we got to live with that. But the percentages say that Tumani is favored in that situation. Lakers score one and Kev. JG's right back down here mixing it up. Yet again.
With that left hand. Twirled it up there. Creating in space. Look at him go.
Okay.
Use the offhand, you youngsters. The big one.
Try to draw some 3D stuff. It's not easy.
Oh, love that stuff. Yeah. What a great start Grant has had to this season. Averaging nearly 21 a contest. 50% from the field. And close to 42% from the field. Blazers up 8. Ave in charge of the
Okay, I think my eggs are ready.
Now Grant will switch over here. Hashimura. Smart centers.
See how hard it is?
Connect out of bounds.
Do you see how hard it is to just gain an advantage? No Laker was able to gain the slightest advantage off the dribble. So that's where there's opportunities all over the floor for the Blazers where when they're going a certain guy, they can make it one-on-one and be just fine.
Boy, that's murder on a phone. So see Avia and the Lakers did the right thing. They brought two to him. And then Tumani just kind of fades out, and he's got a wide open three.
And it happens so fast. And that's part of what the splitters relied on with the Dolphins, is that because of their pace of play, once they get into the front court, that it's tough for opponents to really match up the way they want to. You'll have them scrambling.
Hachimura goes to work, making contact with Avia. Outside to Smart. Hayes goes down. Sharp is on the deck. A whistle. Small foul call on Shade Sharp. First on Shade, the second on the club. Lakers played yesterday. Miami, one of those other teams that plays with an extraordinary pace. And both Doncic and Reeves had to play 38 minutes yesterday in order to finally beat the Miami Heat, who, by the way, were playing without Tyler Hero, without Norman Powell.
All right, we're here.
Later on this week. And Maxi Kleba hasn't played at all this year.
What's up, peeps?
Sitting there to our left.
Breakfast time. I have this no money retreat 2 days left, so I only have this for breakfast today. It's my precious egg. I'll be honest, I cannot wait for my salary. Soon the retreat is done. And I've learned a lot about life in this time. And I also learned a lot how important food is.
But they better defend better. That is for sure, because Sharp just beats him down the other end of the floor. It gets it easy when they're Lamar.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Lakers to play both sides of the floor with enough force and energy to win this game. You know, they can put up a valiant effort, and it's not impossible, but it's just going to take a lot. And it might have to include, Kev, the Blazers not being at their best and kind of giving them some opportunities. Just an unfortunate lineup for LA.
Obvious into the lane. Going to the left. He got caught in between them.
Yeah, well, that's part of giving the Lakers a chance. Here we go.
Beautiful move. Grant reaches in, has the steal, just takes it away from Ayton, who was handling it out there loosely in backcourt. Blazers by 10. Pressure applied on Bronny James by Shaden Sharp. Connect, pushing up on him. The Blazers Grant. Hachimura goes into the chest of Kamara, and he draws the boat and gets possession for the Blazers.
He's the best in the NBA at that, and he's only getting better. Second team last season. First team waited on him this season.
Take a look at the McDonald's McDelivery replay.
Oh, let me get that. JG, recognizing the mismatch. You can have a mismatch while on defense, too, if you got somebody you're guarding that you know can't dribble the ball around you. Jeremy jumped all over that. Things can get really hectic if the Blazers start switching off the ball aggressively where they take away the pass.
Tabani Kamara finds open space. They forgot about him again, Lamar, and he sails in another triple.
Okay,
that's his
that's
third
better.
of the night. 6 attempts.
Such a nice looking shot. His release is nice. He's still relatively new to playing the guard/wing position. So I was talking to him about this at training camp, about, you know, what's your level of confidence in getting better? Because we all know you'll get better in certain ways, but when you're new to something, you can kind of see yourself where exactly you might get better. And he said, now I know what it's like just floating around on the wing. Like, I know where to be and what I can do off the catch different. I know how low I have to be on that first dribble when a good defender closes out. And all the little tricks of the trade.
We had close to a 17-minute delay
Okay, don't give
in
us
the
the
first half of the Denver game on Friday night.
Don't give us any bad news. Don't tell me we're doing it again. I thought that was Halloween themed.
It worked out
What's the
great.
reason tonight?
It worked out great, though, because after the delay, the Blazers were different clubs.
Hello, I'm drawing. I'm watching an NBA game and I'm trying to draw some 3D stuff. What's up, Xdre? How are you doing? And what are you doing?
Take that,
It looked that way a couple times the other night, too.
take that storyline away.
How's it going?
So much concern before the ball game about, okay, where does the extra ball handler come for the Blazers?
I really like drawing nowadays. Like, it's funny because I didn't draw at all when I was a kid. Then just
Where do you go?
or I did draw some, but I didn't think I'm good. Now painting and drawing has become one of the, you know, usually in the morning I used to scroll my phone and stuff like that. And now it's like very different. I just paint in the morning and stuff.
Their sets aren't so complex that you need a point guard each time to direct you through everything. So the structure of the team helps.
What does that mean, bro? I won't say it if you don't tell me what it means, though.
Like if the Blazers face another one of these defensive teams that have the same kind of defenders as them, that can now test them a little differently. But with Shaden, with Denny, with Chris from time to time, think about this, with Jeremy, a lot of times
Words are powerful, so I only
they
say
don't want to crowd him.
things I understand.
Going with Robert Williams III.
You know how powerful words are, do you?
Time Lord, right on time on that steal. Turning into the duck.
Axiom Eco Pest Control stomps out pests and protects your home. Rob Williams III saw 11 minutes of work in the win against Denver. And tonight, his first shift, a 5-minute stint.
Nice. This is gonna be a nice one.
When he's out there, he's got 4 points
This
coming.
is gonna be a nice drawing, I'm telling you.
Might get 8.
I will not, X-Dre. I will not. Tell me, what does it mean? You try to be tricky out here, aren't you?
Picks him up. Smith switches
It's
hands.
not working, bruh.
Tries to pass
It's
inside.
not working.
He's forced into a tough shot. Good defense by Murray at the ball. Eludes Kamara. Lakers get it back.
You say it at home. Maybe you did already, though.
Good play they run. It was. We have a hot Timor's big body walking down as close to the paint, the restricted area as you can.
Oh, good pass. Grant sees 2. Holiday flips it outside of Murray for 3. Tamani digging for it, getting after it. And it will be Laker basketball.
All right.
Sissoko will come in, and Williams will get his second shift of the evening. For the Blazers, Kamara and Sharp will depart. Ronnie James to bring it out backcourt.
Okay, it's not straight enough.
Jeremy Grant. Aids in the low crouch, turns and faces up. Turns in deep, sweeps the hook up and in. 8, 5 of 7, he's got 10. Flipping the screen with Woodward.
JD can go post up against James.
Williams, another nice screen. Holiday is free for looking 3. Vanderbilt the outlet pass to Ronnie James.
Okay, let's watch the game a little bit. Oh, no.
Flipped away, last touch by the
Nobody's playing for the Lakers, so it's kind of a very bad game. They're not playing good basketball, you know? But there's Bronny James, that's
Take away
interesting.
that lob to Hashimura. You could hear the Lakers coaches shouting down the end of the indoor floor. Ayton with it. Wheel it outside. Through it. Triggers and hits.
Well, so far on that, shooting at least 50% in each of his games this season, so good in this game.
6 for 9.
Shake, shake, there,
Rob
there.
Williams is right there to assist off the window to lay it home. 8-point spread for the Blazers. 6:40 to go, second quarter.
Where you from, XZ Dre. Where you from? Is that Arabic you wanted me to say? I think it's Arabic.
Took a shellacking from Williams, who stepped to the line to get two when we come back. Timeout on the deck, 6:29 to go in the second quarter. Blazers up 8 here at home. Tamani Kamara. Talking strategy, observing the game, observing his opponents.
They've been challenging him to run the defense.
Yeah.
The way
This is becoming nice.
really good defensive players, both current, past, can get on everybody, can direct traffic, can locate, sniff out a play before it happens, and then get your teammates in the spots where you need them. That's what they're looking for from Tumani.
Murray, along with Caleb Love, Penny Avia takes steps. Sissoko and Williams are your 5 for the Blazers. Nick Smith is back along with Rui Hachimura. DeAndre Ayton has 11 points. He's teamed with Vanderbilt, and now Jake Arabia back in the lineup for the Lakers. Ayton throws in deep. Murray fronts the post. Slaps into Sissoko. Jitterbugs his way up the floor. Caleb Love darts into the paint. He took steps.
He doesn't know exactly what he did, it looks like, and I don't know if the rule is the same in college as it is in the NBA, but you can't take those subsequent steps off the same foot. And it's something that players, you do it in high school, you do it in college, even if they do call it sometimes. They don't call it all the time. And it's just kind of a way you skip through the lane. And it's just not allowed at this level.
All right.
I did want to
This
say,
is
Kevin,
starting to
because
be-
Chris Murray, the other time down, right before that,
When he fronted.
yes, on Hachimura, as Ayton gets the 2 here, it shows Chris's value. Because we'll see Chris pressure.
What do you think of the shadow?
And he also has that size, though, to go deal with one of their big.
Does it look 3D?
Sissoko in deep. No look pass. Bouncing low to Rob.
What do you think?
Top to Murray. Double pump into the lane with a left hand. Terrific footwork.
Hey, Chris is acting different. Something gotten into him. The deceleration step with the fake attempt and during the gather, I don't think he showed us that yet.
Sissoko keeps his feet, but a better offensive display there by Hachimura, who's locked in now. He's got 18 on 7 of 10.
Well, he's able to get the ball in that scoring area, and that's, some of the adjustments Coach J.J. Redick will make.
Okay.
Instead of having certain guys trying to dribble across this Blazer pressure, just trying to get that ball down in that scoring area, and they've been successful a few times here.
Murray probes.
Oh my.
Circles, Avia fills the gap.
I think this is actually going to be a good game, even though nobody's playing for the Lakers. Like, no one.
Circle. He looked like Steve Nash out of Cedar Rapids.
Steve Nash.
That's right. Old Steve Nash move. I'm just going to circle. I'm going to loiter here until somebody cuts, and I'll bounce it off to you.
Yeah, that's more of what Chris has been doing, though. I mean, it's this offense. It works so well for him. Just the freedom within it to have that ball in your hands more often and show what you got.
Blazers up 8. Nick Smith Jr. the other way. Caleb Love defense. Smith off the screen. All the way to the glass to lay it up.
Yeah, Rob was getting caught up kind of on that screen action. He was drifting back over towards DA.
It's okay, I guess.
It looked like 2 Blazers almost kind of screened one another.
It's okay.
That's a good movement.
Not my best drawing ever.
Oh, man. That's off of one leg, off of one round.
Oh, Trey Ball. Nice look.
Let's paint over it.
On point there.
I thought he was just going to go to the left hand with something.
Sees it up there.
Imagine, this was only, like, good painting gear and stuff, only $250 in Lidl.
Yes, they are.
Gotta promote it. It was cheap. It was good.
Avi up top. Taking Arabia in deep. Back tap by Ron Williams, but spiked to a fan, and the Lakers will get it.
Yeah, the CD's going to flash to the middle, but it's open in that zone. Now 1-on-1. The Vanderbilt comes over. He got hit in the head, too.
I'm thinking, okay, just a little. Yeah, I have to go. Could have options.
Let's paint.
Nick Smith Jr. lines up
Let's
another.
do some painting, people.
No longer dribbling, just one-on-one to get somebody.
All you need is water,
With the Blazers playing drop coverage on that.
a little bit of this,
And look at Vanderbilt.
and this goes into any bag. Like it's really small. You got all the colors. It's got the brush in it, which is really good. And then a little booklet like this, just a little book. Now I live in Greece, I don't know if you know it, so I can just go to the beach, just go to the beach, do some painting.
18 for Hashimura, 13 for 8.
This, I like this one.
Smith Jr. with 8. Lead the way for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Down 2, chance to
It's
tie.
really, I don't know, it's really good.
Cross-court pass, grabbed by
It's a
Denny.
good hobby, I would say. It's a really good hobby, at least for me, I would say.
Fancy. And it wasn't too much, it was just enough. It was needed. The best way to
Ooh, let's make a question.
my hands. Now they're out. On the break, the hit ahead from Denny. And that is the right pass to make from Caleb.
Blazers assistant team hands out this season. Moda Health and the Blazers donate $20 to build a new all-abilities playground in a deserving Oregon community. For more information about the Moda Health Assist program, visit trailblazers.com. Tom Hammerstroh is here with more good stuff.
Yeah, Kevin, we talked earlier about the Blazers' ability to get the offensive rebound and force turnovers. Well, it all adds up to this. They have had
All right, that's it.
4 field goal attempts to their opponents this season.
Now we got a little cue. Sorry. The end of the world came on this live.
Los Lakers were minus 67, so they're winning the possession back.
There's the Q&A.
Field goal attempts than their opponent, which is all about
Okay, nice.
creating turnovers for the
So there's a little question to spread some positivity
in this game.
in this channel. Let's see if I can still move it. Yeah, I can. Let's put it down there. That's
Right
better.
on cue. Apia
Yeah.
cuts inside, deflects the ball.
So now let's start painting. If you wanna decide like what I should paint or what I should da-da-da, you can tell me. I usually like to just make shapes and like beauty, how to say it, like undescribable beauty, but sometimes also I make this kind of weird stuff. I really like that. Oh yeah, this. Can you find the bird? Well, I guess it's pretty easy to find the bird in that one. And just, yeah, painting, watching the NBA at the same time. Having a morning where I don't, you know, scroll or, because I'm having a free day today, no work today. So I'm trying to make good habits, you know, of life.
Against this lineup for the Lakers, with Ayton at the 5, I think it would present a lot of problems for LA. Because Ayton isn't one to normally go down there, demand the ball back to the basket, and make him pay.
Means you could insert Murray and then Drew on the bench. Holiday 6'4", for goodness sakes. It's like playing a wing. Take a look at the Pacific Office Automation stats. 55% Lakers, Portland at 50. Therein lies the issue, the hot shooting Lakers. Blazers with a lead here at 3.
Well, I wanted to give you that space to get POA in.
You got to pay the bills, Lamar. You know that.
And I'll quickly finish it, but then DA, DeAndre Ayton is going to have to chase around one of these guys.
Yeah, but
Which I don't think he's going to have a high level of interest in doing. So we'll see. We'll see if at some point Coach Splitter goes to that line.
okay.
Connect off the DA screen.
This did not start nicely, but what I've noticed is usually when the painting starts in a way that I don't really like it, in the end it becomes the best I've done.
Tomorrow, a 3. And he was on mark and wrestling inside with DA and with Connect and Moravia.
You realize you thought you might tomorrow.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna start somebody say something. You coming over today? No, tomorrow. I might be over there tomorrow. That's gonna be the new Tumani ID.
I've been guilty of that a few times.
Well, that's hard. As many times as you gotta say guys' names throughout the floor with you, you got a good record going. I wouldn't even want to know what I'd be calling everybody if I didn't say their name. What you did.
Oh, my. Carnage in the paint. And standing his ground is the one-time Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart.
Yeah, Smart has already tried to take a charge or two in this game. That time he was successful. Well, Coach Splitter is going to challenge him.
Nice.
109 left here in the second quarter.
Oh, what's up? 9 people here. 10. What's up, people? How you doing?
Lakers within one.
Tell me a good thing about today. Let's spread that positivity, alchemize our bad feelings into good habits, and yeah, just make a better life of it.
12-6 in the first 4 minutes of play. Thiago Splitter he had seen enough, called a timeout, and the Blazers immediately went on a 13.
Okay, morning streams work too. That's cool.
Portland's called this timeout to challenge the ruling of an offensive foul.
Then
That is
orange.
the Sprite Coach's Challenge process right now. Thiago Splitter questioning the call, wanting a replay. Here in the second quarter, the Lakers 10 of 14 shooting from the field. Take a look again here. And what the replay center is taking a look at in review.
Smart kind of overslid. Like he was center with Denny at one point and then went over even more. I don't even think, Kev, that this even needs to be a foul on Smart. I think it's an inadvertent whistle. I think it's a play on. The bucket's good. That would be my ruling based on this. I don't even think there was that much contact enough where it would warrant a foul on Marcus Smart because they kind of missed one another.
Donica Baruni, John Butler, Josh Timmon, our officials
Party
tonight.
all the time. My girl wants to party all the time.
Wearing the earpieces, of course.
That's actually a funny song. Think about it. My girl wants to party all the time. It's funny.
Upon review, Smart does establish legal position in the path of Abdia, and the contact is more than marginal after Abdia passes the ball off. The offensive foul will stand. It is an unsuccessful challenge. Portland loses this timeout and has no ability to challenge further.
Did you see it that way?
You know, with Denny, there's always
Nice.
something going on.
I was so right.
Something.
The painting started in a way I didn't really like it.
Still moving.
And now it's really cool, actually. It's getting cool. It's getting to be cool.
Lakers have a chance to take the lead here now with a minute left in the second. Smart off the screen, tries to put Kamara on his hip. For the lead, connects. No, rebound.
It means something, but it can be ruined easily.
Chumani waiting in the corner. Nakia goes at Laravia. Turned away, zips a pass to Grant. He works along the edge, switches to the left hand, across he comes. Batted by 8, but grabbed by Kamara, 3 to shoot. Chumani will raise.
Oh my.
3 is short.
How are the Lakers still in this game? Like, their best players are out.
Warily looking for somebody to dump it off to. Here comes Marcus Smart. Check by Kamara. 3-second differential on the clock. 9 to shoot for the Lakers. Hachimura off the screen, blasting a 15-foot. Nope, rebound Clingan. Blazers are going to hold the lead in that. So the Blazers lead by 1.5 on the Lakers, 53-52. Adi at 14, shot 4 boards. Kamara a couple of assists. Jeremy Grant has a couple of steals. Lakers are led by Hachimura with 18. Michael Holton is just around the corner with Brooke Olsendam. They'll break it all down for you. Halfway through here in Portland. It's the Blazers lead the Lakers 53-52. There you have the story. What you see in the first half.
The Blazers had to wake up. You know, Tumani got on his teammates. Coach Splitter got on his team because they weren't playing with the type of force that they know that they possess. And they came out They applied that pressure, got a good lead.
Yeah,
but
this
then
is
the
gonna be
Lakers
nice.
recalibrated. And they started to find ways to get to the scoring area. I think some of that, Kev, due to the Blazers' pressure not being as intense as it was during that little spurt. Good take here from Shaden. And so now we got a close
My
game.
girl
We'll
wants
back and
to
forth.
party all the time.
Sharp
Party.
had a tough offensive first half. 10 minutes was 2 of 6, 0 of 3 from three-point range. Just 6 points scored between he and Holiday. Holiday pressures up now and Smart. Off the screen. Smart whirls.
Yeah.
They nearly had a pick from behind. They drop it low to 8. Bumps the iron over Klingon. Rebound to Kamara. And here comes Holiday out of backcourt. Swing it over here to Tumani Kamara. Beats it for Holiday. Sharp operating step.
Painting is so nice. What do you think? This upper one is the one I'm doing now.
Laravia connects along with Hachimura. Ayton and Smart for the Lakers. Playing without Doncic and Reeves tonight. Of course,
It still needs something, but I'm scared to ruin it. Why?
Cleveland still hasn't played. Ayton misses the hook.
I don't want to ruin it.
Abdia will war home straight. Jump past the Clinton. Sharp with it, drifts to the baseline, accelerates, laid it up and draws the foul.
But it needs something. What does it need?
So Sharp, much more aggressive on that end of the floor.
Yeah, at that time he was patient as he was groping on the baseline, watching to see if Hachimura was going to be involved in the play or not. He read it correctly and got to the basket.
Let's watch if I can get you to see the painting kind of more.
From 7 until 9 a.m. for RPX.
That destroyed everything.
Splits it there. 56,
Let's put a new Q in A.
Well, the Rangers been quiet too. He had 25 last night against Miami. Tumani just takes it away from 8 from behind. Smokes the lane, but the foul is
He was watching the play the entire time. Tumani's over there waiting for Aiden to just catch it. And then Aiden's never able to get around him. And this is not a clear pass foul because it's a two-shot foul. You not have both of those things.
Yeah, that's a good Q&A right there. So let's check if I can. Yeah. Now you can probably see a bit better. The painting process.
Blazers up 5. Smart avoids the pressure, bounces ahead. Hachimura goes downhill. Klingon comes from behind to get a piece with 2 hands. Foul's going to be called on Donovan.
DC's arm definitely went down. I don't know what he was arguing on that one. He waved, dropped, tipping away, and everything. Wonder if he's saying he got hit in that chest, and when you cave in a little bit like that, they account for that. He just checked. Hands down? Yep. Official said yes, hands down. He said okay.
27-year-old Rui Hachimura out of Gonzaga heads to the line. Nice pick by Washington coming out. 3.5 years here. Somebody fakes the handout and dribble it off the boot. Laravia will take it, connect. Kick it to Laravia for 3. Back iron, rebound, Shake Sharp on the hard push. Kamara, cross court, grabbed by Holiday, a 3, no. Rebound tip, controlled by Sharp, and stripped and foul on the reach. Dayton got his hand in there. Well, the Blazers not shooting threes well at all. 5 of 24, 21%. And if the threes are not falling to the Blazers, it's hard for them to score a lot of points. It's been the case this year. I mean, they sure have turned the points off early. Those games where they have really excelled, they've been hitting the triple.
Okay.
Deep foot pass out of a double. Avia a three. Yes, sir. There it is. There's the three. Starting to fall a little bit. Avia's second hit of the night. Blazers up 6.
Nice pass, Drew.
Ball tipped from behind. Sharp saves it. It's up for grabs. Nice deep pass. Giovanni will get under it and lay it on.
There they are, stepping up the defense again.
Blazers up 8. Sharp from the top of the screen. Pecking away and connects. The ball to the point. Tip. Kamara's after it in hot pursuit. Hachimura lays out for it. Connect will take it. Ribs off. 8 in the offensive rebound. Reloads with a hook. 8 with 15. 3 minutes gone by in the third. Slip of the screen is Sharp. Takes it into the lane. Looking to get a call and does.
Here's Subani calling the crowd. Per usual, shading with a nice save.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
He knows to just throw it towards his teammate's basket to give him a chance to make a play.
Knocks down the free throw. So Sharp in the opening 3 minutes here has been very aggressive in the offensive end. As a result, the Blazers lead here by 7.
Okay, now I gotta wait for a little bit
Steers it
before I can continue drawing and painting and painting and drawing.
Sharp. Take it to the rack. Spin move, hang hunt, and it's foul again. That's the way to go at it.
Yeah, they passed up on some shots in order to get what they felt like was a better look for a teammate. It all starts with Donovan Clingan down there, offensive rebounder. Been one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA per minutes played since he's come in a season ago. Gets it off the free throw. And look, Tumani, he had a couple of
Nice pass.
shots, and he could have taken that fade away if he wanted to.
Wow.
But he set up a closeout situation for Shaden to attack.
Okay, come on, dry up.
Clingan 15 boards against the Denver Nuggets. 64-56 count. Sharp makes it a 9-point lead. He's got 10. Pressure applied by Kamara on ball. Smart up the floor to connect in front court. Centering pass here.
Okay, I just learned something important. With pencil, you can do some cool stuff on paintings.
They'll get it back. Looks off the defender. Hands 8. Steps up and defenders in home. 7-point Blazer lead. Kamara. Apio off the screen, draws 2. Clingan steps out, setting Denny up for the pump. Mid block, turnaround flip, got it. 8's in a rhythm. 19 points for DeAndre Ayton. Didn't play last night against Miami at home in LA.
Third quarter already, damn. Time passes by fast. It really does.
A 3. 0 for 5 from beyond the arc.
Hey, crossover.
Crossing over. No blood, no foul, as Chick Hearn used to say. Smart into the lane. And a foul.
Yeah, we talked about this now a couple of times. Now, the Blazers are applying pressure. As a guard facing pressure, the thing you're looking out for is an outlet. So for Marcus Smart right there, to not have to deal with bringing the ball on the floor against Subani Kamara, that is a win. He is excited about that. And that can easily be taken away if on that situation, Donovan, who's guarding 8, steps up. Makes it a tough catch. And or just deny him the basketball and say, 2, you're on your own. Because you have that type of star defense.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need you.
Which one do you like more, left or right? 1 or 2? What? Somebody's calling me from Poland.
And the Lakers have come to 9 back. Full momentum possession. 7:34 left in the third.
Whoa, somebody just called me from Poland, but whatever. I don't know what that was. I didn't get to answer. So, whatever.
And the one thing that they did at a level we hadn't seen before, they took away all the outlets. They took away the guys that
Wow, okay, I can paint something. And then give it shadows with the pencil. This is really good practice for me.
Orlando for the whole game could never get comfortable.
Well, Arabia takes it all the way there. And Hachimura just trying to control the ball, tips it into the air and it bangs in. And the Lakers are right here, trailing by 2. Hachimura actually tied ball game at 66. Hachimura with 22. Abia. Ball flipped away by Smart. Teddy will recover. Off the 3, that's short. Rebound to Nick Smith. Leaking out is Smart. Nobody near him. So they did. And the Lakers take the lead.
Whoa, Lakers lead at this point in the game. That's crazy.
With 6:43 left in the third quarter against the short-handed Lakers.
Times that the Blazers have done this, probably the only 2 times that the Blazers have ever done this in franchise history. They have not taken a mid-range shot, guys.
Okay, now it started to be dry.
Soko with it. Drives into the lane,
Good.
gets to the glass, leans back, and is fouled.
So I can draw some more. Let's watch the
Soko will head to the line.
drawing class video. I'll take the sound off of this. And do some drawing practices. Do you know the 2-line drawing practice? A 2-point. Because you can make some deep, like, I'll show you. I'll show you this one. Alright, let's wait for a second. Yes, here we are. Drawing. Where is it? Oh, library. Watch later. History. Oh lordy. Where is it? This is gonna take a second because what? I wanna see more. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. Okay, there's that. And it's like that, and it's like this. 308, okay, that's good. I don't know if I'll find the video from here. Let's just try. There's that. Energy practices. Okay. Where is it? Where is the freaking video? Okay, this isn't maybe the best way of trying. Oh, I found it. Boom. Boom. 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective. That's what I wanted to do. The 1-point perspective I wanted to practice. Wait, I'll put mute. Let's put mute so that the YouTube won't annoy me.
Hey folks, Brandon Schaefer here. This is going to be a quick little demonstration of 2-point perspective.
Yes.
Just to give you some ideas and explain to you how it works. So as we talked about in the earlier videos, earlier lessons, whatever you want to call them, that you have a horizon line, and that's where the sky meets the earth. And now, we know what 1-point perspective is just having one vanishing point. So 2-point perspective is basically just having 2 vanishing points. And usually they're kind of far apart. You know, they can even be off the page. If you actually like tape your thing down, or if you have a straight line on your table, you can make a vanishing point way off the paper, which can be really a lot of fun, and you'll see why here in a few minutes. So now we have 2 vanishing points. So what does that mean? Well, now instead of drawing a square for a house like I did last time with 1 vanishing point, With this, you just draw a straight vertical line. You know, it can be mostly above or mostly below the horizon line. Just depends on what you're going for. I'm going to make it like that. And now what you do is from the top and bottom, you draw to the vanishing points. You extend the lines out. This can be a lot of fun as well. I used to draw like this so much. Just get my ruler out and just have a lot of fun. I'm just doing it quick here in a quick sketching format. Now, however long you want your building or whatever it is, you just, you know, do vertical lines parallel to the first one. And there's your building. And then you erase these other lines here. And that's your layout for your building. I'm not going to go into all that, but hopefully you get the general idea. And then if you want to do a roof on it, the same way, if you want to find the exact center point, you just make an X here. And wherever that X, wherever the cross is, where it meets, you draw straight up from there. And there's your triangle. And you can make this
is cool.
as tall or as short as you want, or shallow. And now, since you don't have to draw to this vanishing point because the roof's going back this way. So you draw to this vanishing point. And then parallel with this line here.
Wait, you're going too fast, bruh. You're going too fast, brother.
And then if you want to do a roof on it, the same way, if you want to find the exact center point, you just make an X here. And wherever that X, wherever the cross is, where it meets, you draw straight up from there.
Okay.
And there's your triangle. And you can make this as tall or as short as you want, or shallow. And now, since you don't have to draw to this vanishing point because the roof's going back this way.
Okay.
So you draw to this vanishing point. And then parallel with this line here, you draw one from this point, make it parallel. And there's the roof. So you can do that with the door here. You just draw,
Okay, I get it.
you know, like that. And you
It
can
looks
see that
kind of
it's going to
funny.
vanish to this point over here.
Why does it look
This
so
is not
funny?
going to vanish that way, you know, because that would be off. It has to be parallel to these lines. See, it's just going to sweep up. So the top of the door is going to be going that way.
Yeah. Okay.
And you do the same with the windows. You know, your windows are here, wherever. And then just draw them.
So I'm practicing drawing. If you want to learn something new,
Vanishing point.
you can
But the
sit
ones on
down
this
by the
side,
live and do your own
Take your
practice.
windows over here. They're going to vanish to this point.
You can do
See, that's our
sports.
first line. So whatever is on this side of it's going to vanish that way. Whatever's on this side of it's going to vanish this way. Generally. So we just vanish the points back. And your windows are going to be in perspective.
Okay, it's
So
a cool
see
trick.
that? There's a lot you can do with this, with the 2-point perspective. I mean, you can even make it this, instead of this being a house, you can just draw the line all the way up and make it a big corner of a city. You know, you can have your,
Well, corner of a city is cool.
you know, could be a big skyscraper building here. You just draw it up, and then you just vanish your points
That
back.
doesn't look so good for me.
You have a very large building, very tall building. So there's a lot of, I mean, it's endless, but you can see if your vanishing points were way off the page, I mean, you can make, you know, the building with, you know, the whole, instead of it being so steep like that, you know, the city block would kind of be, you know, you can make it way out here like that, corner of the city, and have all these buildings coming down. You know, it's just not as severe. The slope isn't going to be as severe if your points are way off the page, you know, way across your desk. So it's something to experiment and play around with. You know, and just like I did in 1-point perspective, you can make the next, you know, you can make another house.
I think I need a
Next
bigger
to it.
paper or something. 'Cause
Just
this
vanish
does
the
not
points
look
off.
the same.
You know, and there's your your neighbor's house or whatever. You know, you draw up the roof. You know, it's facing a different way, but, you know, you get the idea. You can do a whole bunch of different things with this. You can draw trees to fit in. See, and as things go farther back, they get smaller. See, if there's a tree way back here, it's going to be
Okay, I get
really
it.
small. You know, if you want it in perspective. You know, sometimes nature is a lot larger. So it could be farther back, it could be a lot larger. But that just means that, you know, that's a huge, huge tree. So if we drew it next to this house, the tree would be way out of the, you know, off the top of the page if there was a big tree like that far back. So I hope that makes sense. So it's just a little bit, you know, look into it a little more, play around with it, just have fun with it. Try to come up with as many things as you can, you know, and just start trying to draw, you know, start drawing freehand perspective and try to figure it out. You know, things are going to get larger as they get closer to you and smaller as they get farther away. So there's kind of a walkway to the house there. But anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next videos. And take care of yourself. Peace.
Για beatbox για τις Dropbox έχεις ένα συνένα. Μενού 5 και 10 ευρώ, happy hour, combo και morning offers.
I
Τι
can't
κερδίζεις
think
πόντους, δηλαδή
Hey there, folks. It's Brandon.
My girl wants to party all the time. Touch that again.
Hey folks, Brandon Schaefer here. This is going to be a quick little demonstration of two-point perspective, just to give you some ideas and explain to you how it works. So as we talked about in the earlier videos, earlier lessons, whatever you want to call them, so you have a horizon line.
What's
That's
up?
where the sky meets the earth.
Okay.
And now, we know what one-point perspective is just having one vanishing point. So, two-point perspective is basically just having two vanishing points. Now, usually they're kind of far apart. You know, they can even be off the page. If you actually like tape your thing down, or if you have a straight line on your table, you can make a vanishing point way off the paper, which can be really a lot of fun. Or mostly below the horizon line. Just depends on what you're going for. I'm going to make it like that. And now what you do is from the top
I'm trying to
bottom,
learn how to draw.
the vanishing points. You extend the lines out. This can be a lot of fun as well.
Okay.
I used to draw like this so much. Just get my ruler out and just have a lot of fun. I'm just doing it quick here in a quick sketching format. Now, however long you want your building or whatever it is, you just, you know, do vertical lines parallel to the first one. And there's your building. And then you erase these other lines here. And that's your layout for your building. I'm not going to go into all that, but hopefully you get the general idea. And then if you want to do a roof on it, the same way, if you want to find the exact center point, you just make an X here. And wherever that X, wherever the cross is where it meets, you draw straight up from there. And there's your triangle. And you can make this as tall or as short as you want, or shallow. And now, so you don't have to draw to this vanishing point because the
Okay, I
roof's
got
going back
it.
this
It's
way.
better now, yes.
So you draw to this vanishing point, and then parallel with this line here, you draw one from this point, make it parallel. And there's the roof. You can do that with the door here. You just draw, you know, like that, and you can see that it's going to vanish to this point over here. Because it's not going to vanish that way, you know, because that would be off. It has to be parallel to these lines. See, it's just going to sweep up So the top of the door is gonna be going that way.
What?
And you do the same with the windows. You know, your windows are here, wherever. And then just draw them all the way back to the vanishing point. But the ones on this side,
This looks
say
weird.
you're doing windows over here, they're gonna vanish to this point. See, that's our first line. So whatever is on this side of it's gonna vanish that way, whatever's on this side of it's gonna vanish this way, generally. So we just vanish the points back, and your windows are gonna be in
Okay.
perspective.
Maybe I got it.
So I hope you can see that. There's a lot you can do with this, with the 2-point perspective. I mean, you can
got
make this, instead of this being a house, you can just draw the line all the way up and make it a big corner of a city. You know, you can have your, you know, could be a big skyscraper building here. You just draw it up, and then you just vanish your points back, and you have a very large building, very tall building. So there's a lot of, I mean, it's endless, but you can see if your vanishing points were way off the page, I mean, you can make, you know, the building would, you know, the whole, instead of it being so steep like that, you know, the city block would kind of be, you know, you can make it way out here like that, corner of the city, and then have all these buildings coming down. You know, it's just not as severe. The slope isn't going to be as severe if your points are way off the page, you know, way across your desk. So it's something to experiment and play around with. You know, and just like I did at 1-point perspective, you can make the next, you know, you can make another house next to it and just vanish the points off.
Mine looks kind of weird.
You know, and there's your next,
It's like a,
your neighbor's
it's
house.
supposed to
or
look like a
whatever.
3D house.
And then you draw up the roof. You know, it's facing a different way, but, you know, you get the idea. You can do a whole bunch of different things with this. You can draw trees to fit in. See, and as things go farther back, they get smaller. See, if there's a tree way back here, it's going to be really small. You know, if you want it in perspective. You know, sometimes nature is a lot larger. So it could be farther back, it could be a lot larger. But that just means that, you know, that's a huge, huge tree. So if we drew it next to this house, the tree would be way out of the, you know, off the top of the page if there was a big tree like that far back. So I hope that makes sense. You know, it's facing a different way, but, you know, you get the idea. You can do a whole bunch of different things with this. You can draw trees to fit in. See, and as things go farther back, they get smaller. See, if there's a tree way back here, it's going to be really small. You know, if you want it in perspective. You know, sometimes nature is a lot larger. So it could be farther back, it could be a lot larger. But that just means that, you know, that's a huge, huge tree. So if we drew it next to this house, the tree would be way out of the, you know, off the top of the page if there was a big tree like that far back. So I hope that makes sense. So it's just a little bit, you know, look into it a little more and play around with it. Just have fun with it. Try to come up with as many things as you can, you know, and just start trying to draw, you know, start drawing freehand perspective and try to figure it out. You know, things are going to get larger as they get closer to
It's
you,
getting
smaller
better.
as they get farther away. So there's kind of a walkway to the house there. But anyway, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next videos.
Yes.
Take care of yourself. Peace.
3D. I'm doing it. I'm learning to draw. Ah, that's so nice. I need a new pen though.
Hey there folks, it's Brandon Schaefer, and this is going to be a little different video than what I normally do. But I'm just going to show you what I have here. It's about setting up a still life. So I have this little trunk.
It's about what?
Probably about 1.5 feet tall off the ground, so it's a little short, so I'm sitting on the ground here. But I use it for storage and stuff.
Okay.
But the cool thing is, I can use this, the perfect surface, because in my apartment I don't really have a table or anything to work with. I have a very small space. So I can use this to set up a little still life and use my lights here, my lamps and everything, kind of light this up. Probably in the future for painting as well, but I'm going to show you how to draw from light.
It's not as easy as you would think, the whole drawing thing.
Porch or look out the window. If you'd rather do something like a still life, doing jars, or I got some fruit here because a lot of you know I'm a big fruit eater. I got ton of fruit in my kitchen, so I just went and grabbed a bunch of stuff and show you guys how to set this up. So you can do this on your kitchen table if you want. Just get like a cardboard box. I'm going to use this to kind of elevate some things. So I'm going to put this down first. I haven't really pre-set up anything, so I'm kind of just going to do that in front of you guys.
I'm learning, yes. This is the 3D house, other side, boom.
Together. So what I have here is just this blue sheet. It's actually
Wow.
slim. I just saw it laying around, so I was like, this will be perfect. It's big enough. I have some sheets over on my wall, but they're black, and I have a red sheet on the floor to protect everything, so I couldn't really, use those for this video. So I'm just going to use this blue snuggie that we never use. So there you go. Now you have, if you have like a cardboard box or anything to elevate, some items, it works really well. And also, if you had another sheet, like a different color, tack it on the wall behind it to get some different values going, different colors, especially if you're painting, you want some different colors. So really this video is actually about painting and drawing, but it's going to be in the drawing series, but setting up still life, I can go across, a bunch of different areas. So, I have a bunch of different fruit here, just try it out. I got some apples, grapes. I think the grapes would be cool. I don't really have any good bowls. I just have these plastic ones. But it is what it is. Who knows? Let's see how this looks. I may zoom in here eventually. They always have the grapes flowing over the bowl. Put some bananas in there like that or something. The one thing is you want to have nice composition. So this could actually take a while to figure out, but I'm just going to throw something up here quick. Just give you some ideas. This is where you can have stuff at different levels. Have it real nice looking. Eventually, throw some lemons in there. Apples and oranges. Etc. And you can even have the cool thing inside of the jar back here. Something like that. Whatever, you can do whatever you want. It'd be nice to have some flowers to kind of like vine around everything, kind of tie it all together. You can use all different kinds of bottles and stuff. And just make stuff different heights, different shapes, and have some nice lighting.
Okay.
I could really light this up nicely if you give me just a second here, folks. Alright, so there we go, there's something. My lamp's kind of way too tall for this, so it doesn't really work out as well. But you can see, you can get some nice, lighting effects. It just depends on what you're going for. Put some more balanced lighting there. So you can make the grid look really nice. You try to get some nice dark shapes, all different kinds of colors, just to set up some kind of still life, something to draw. And with this, you can draw from any kind of angle. You can just pull out a chair and, you can do it from over there, you can do it from over here, straight on, move things around,
Okay, I know. Yeah, okay.
That's a cool thing.
Is he gonna draw in this or? Okay, he's not. That was a 10-minute video where he didn't even draw anything.
You have to put in the hours into work and just train your brain. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourself.
Okay, that was enough for today's drawing practice, I would say. Next episode I'm in is number 7. Yes, 7, let's remember that. All right, maybe we should do a little workout. What do you think? Maybe we should. Well, I'm gonna watch the game till the end. Then we do a little workout.
On that right side, because his defender, I believe it was Jeremy, was several feet off. And those outlets continue to present themselves. Good drive there from Chris. But each time down, the Lakers are feeling more and more comfortable.
And of course, we can't at the same time.
That's what it's going to take right there, CD.
CD takes it away. And Murray got the ball back to him. And Murray on the inbound gets a hand in there to deflect it out of bounds.
That's what it's going to take. That is there. It's there. It's been there since the start of the game. But it requires the people behind these guys picking up the ball to do their job too. And it hasn't been as consistent as it was during that spurt in the second quarter.
On the inbounds again, pressure applied. Lakers with a lob up the floor to Jackson Hayes. Hayes to screen, flips the switch, gathers in Sissoko. Sissoko moving, but so is Hayes. Now going to be called on seating. Big 91. Try to get the Blazers a little burst of energy off the bench where Blake Wesley would be in the rotation. And, you know, we were asking the question, what does this mean for the Blazers not to have Wesley on the floor? Wesley is he's an activator.
Yeah, he is.
Hachimura to the baseline. Ball tipped out of bounds. Minus touch by Grant along the edge. 10 to shoot. Wesley broke his right foot early in the game against Denver.
Not on Hachimura.
All right,
Actually, Coach already challenged,
let's
right?
go.
Charge.
Don't have the option.
That's too bad, because that was out of Hachimura.
Ronnie James will bring it in bounds. Hoops it outside and Arabia. Smith off the action, elevates. That's a nice shot. Upped it up and he was leaning.
Yes, he was. That's a nice pull-up.
4-point Laker lead. Smith Jr.'s got 10. Grant gathers it in. A three. Again off the mark. Fling it, keeps it alive. Two control tips into the hands of Sissoko. Grant trying to pump it up, get a shooting foul, away but off. Fouls on Bronny James.
Okay, now we got some shapes. I can even see some stuff.
Lakers over the limit. Grant into the line.
First we gotta, let's see, it's light blue.
He's the kind of player that when you come in the gym, if you're an opponent, and you look to see, like, is he playing? Seriously, not because he's going to score 40.
No,
like
he's going to chase you everywhere.
He is going to wear you out. He's going to test your ball handling. He's going to test, like, why do I even want to play this game? Do I want to play this game because, parents at home are telling me to play? Or, you really have to have those honest conversations when you face people like Blake Wesley. You get up early in the morning to go to a practice or something with him on the other end.
Is he over there?
Yeah. And when you find out he's not playing, you might talk a big talk, because you want to be known as a competitor. You want to be known as a tough guy. But ain't nobody from the Lakers sad that Blake stopped playing.
Lakers up 3:35 to go third quarter. Sharp across midcourt. Off the boot. That's loose. Arabia has it scoot away from him. Ronnie James gets after it. Hands over to Vanderbilt. Two hands in.
All right, Lakers are leading.
And a sad series of events there leading to the Lakers' 5-point lead. Sissoko turns the corner. Nice find. Sharp takes it in deep with power. And flips it in and draws the foul on Hayes and heads to the line.
You never know exactly how it's going to end up when he's the one going airborne, but you know it can be special any given moment. So either he's getting all the way to the rim and giving you a highlight that you can watch on loop for a few years, or he's hanging, he's taking the hits, he's going to some type of acrobatic finish, which you can also watch on the highlight reel. Just a little bit different than some of those dunks that he's given us.
Sharp with a three-point play. The Blazers now within 2. 3:11 to play third quarter. Sissoko, 6'7". Working on Nick Smith Jr. across midcourt. Jackson Hayes will come to screen. Playing in drop coverage. Smith with 3. Nick Smith's having a game as well.
Yes, he is.
5 of 6, 13 points. He is 3 of 3 from three-point range. Murray in deep, terminates, turns and finds Sharp. Working on James, blow by, high arcing runner, no. Lakers box out, rebound Vanderbilt, outlet pass comes to Laravia. Smith Jr. across the paint, tip, he controls. Ronnie James, nice handoff.
Nice.
Right down the shoot, two-hand jam.
Two things the Blazers are dealing with in this game.
Lakers are hooping.
One is seeing a Lakers group that doesn't have their superstars playing and having to fight the urge to not maybe go your hardest against that kind of group. And it also, they're dealing with success. They had a great win against the Denver Nuggets here tonight, and then 2 days to feel really good about that. They have to fight all of that stuff.
Mic'd up tonight, Chumani Kamara. Blazers trailing 84-77, 2:18 to go here in the third quarter. Grant steps to the line for 2. He's joined by Murray and Kamara and Shane Sharp. Then court soon to join the Lakers with Laravia out there, Jackson Hayes, Ronnie James. Nick Smith Jr., who was inactive yesterday when the Lakers beat the Miami Heat in Los Angeles. Here's James now. He's going to get the pressure treatment here from Murray. Right midcourt with him. Smith Jr. trying to pry himself free from Kamara. Murray steps out on Ronnie James. Nick Smith Jr. the step back, got it. Inactive yesterday against Miami. Third-year pro on Arkansas. Played over 100 games for Charlotte. Sharp at standstill 3, knocked it out and looks at the heavens. As if to say, finally, he's 1 of 6 of 3. He's got 16.
Nick Smith's last shot for the Lakers was a contested one. And so at the very least, they don't want these looks. Somebody fell down and Smith trying to rise up.
Avia with the rip, with the run, hands off to Sharp, take it to the rack. He dances through 2 defenders and laid it in.
So the point of what I was making, Kev, was that the Blazers now, they have this switchable lineup in that I was talking about, where each shot now should be difficult. Passing lane should be a little choked up. Tougher for the Lakers to get the ball where they want to go with it. Everything contested.
James terminates the dribble. Sharp chases Laravia. He gets away.
Yeah, he got away. Shady got off balance, and Laravia used the footwork to step through. That's a good move from him.
Laravia was 7. Murray trailing, immediately goes to the rack. Turned away by Hayes, keeps the dribble. Bounces off to Kamara. That's a nice play by James to sneak into the baseline, steal it, send it ahead to Laravia. Laravia with a cross, the 1-2, high delivery up ahead. He's knocked down, spun around.
Well, something wasn't done defensively that Coach Splitter wanted. Couldn't tell exactly what it was, but he was stomping his feet out there, these guys.
Avia whirls in. And a soft touch. Blazers exchanging buckets with the Lakers now here in the waning moments of the third. They need to get some stops. Differential is 4 seconds between the clocks. Smith Jr. working with it. 27th pick of the draft by Charlotte.
Hey.
He's doing quick. Jump stop. May a double dribble. Leans back, fires. No. Rebound pump into the hands of Sharp. He's got 1 second. Will he get it off in time? They won't. And that will end the third quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, it's the Lakers 90 and the Blazers 86. Avia leading the way from Portland with 20.
Nice. This is becoming a nice drawing, I gotta say.
Well, this fourth quarter should be interesting. Stick around. Lakers bringing out the backcourt. Smart with DeAndre Ayton. He draws Holiday. 15 feet. Kamara blitzes. Flared outside to Sharp. Underhands over to Bronny James. Turns the corner. High bank, no. Rebound Andia. Denny to midcourt. On up to Kamara. Loops it outside. Trailing is Sharp. Passes up a three. The pass deflected. Intended for Murray. Vanderbilt can't hold it. Blazers will get it along the side.
So we're going to get a look early in this fourth quarter at when we first started talking about the smaller lineup for the Blazers. It was when DeAndre Ayton was out there on the floor. And so here's that lineup for the Blazers that he is going to have to go against. And if he can't make the Blazers pay when he has the ball on offense, then this is the side of the floor they're definitely expecting to win.
Drew Holiday with a calculated step back, a beauty. Mid-range. That may have been the first mid-range the Blazers have hit tonight. Or even take it. 3 of 9, he's got 6. Blazers ball within 2. Connection. Pressured by Tumani. Off to Bronny James for 3. Lock it down.
His first made 3 of the season. He had his first 2 points last night against the Heat with a nice alley-oop.
From 15 feet, Kamara blitzes. Flared outside to Sharp. Underhands over to Bronny James. Turns the corner. High bank, no. Rebound Andia. Denny to midcourt. On up to Kamara. Loops it outside. Trailing is Sharp. Passes up a 3. The pass deflected. Intended for Murray. Vanderbilt can't hold it. Blazers will get it along the side.
Well, we're going to get a look early in this fourth quarter at when we first started talking about the smaller lineup for the Blazers. It was when DeAndre Ayton was out there on the floor. And so here's that lineup for the Blazers that he is going to have to go against. And if he can't make the Blazers pay when he has the ball on offense, then this is the side of the floor they're definitely expecting to win.
Drew Holiday with a calculated step back, a beauty. Mid-range. That may have been the first mid-range the Blazers have hit tonight. Or even take it. Holiday 3 of 9, he's got 6. Blazers ball within 2. Connection. Pressured by Tumani. Off to Bronny James for 3. Lock it down.
His first made 3 of the season. He had his first 2 points last night against the Heat with a nice alley-oop dunk.
Good find inside from Holiday. Spinning. Lakers lunching the last test by LA. Bronny James, career high 17 against Milwaukee. Second round draft choice. 50 player taken in the draft year ago on the inbounds. Sharp to Kamara. Avia on the Kamara screen, hesitates, goes right at him. Lakers have done a
Okay, I think I'm done with painting now. 2 paintings in a row have not really been the best, to be honest. Like in the way that I don't feel them really.
Now call it. Avia hits to the line.
This is the latest one. Yeah. All right. Let's go live again later today in the evening. Thank you everybody for joining my painting hours. And see you next time. Bye.
Yeah, this season, when the